What do you look like on paper? And this is kind of the resume side of everything. And this is the most important thing I'll say on the resume side. There is no universal resume. There's no resume that you save one file and all of a sudden you forward that out to 25 different companies. Look at the job description. So if you're looking for job A, go through the job description. Almost every job posting will have a description. And it will have buzzwords in there. The person that typically writes a job description is the person hiring you. And so if they're looking for these items, those are the items you want to highlight in your resume. Okay. Only pertinent information. If you're interviewing for a job and you've got a thin resume, I'd rather it be thin than have things on there that don't matter. Make sure that everything on there carries some type of value. Presentation. For $10, you can go to Staples and buy nice paper. You can buy a folder. You can type your name on it. This job is going to be something you may spend 5 years in. Don't just go to your computer the morning of and type it out and then hand it to them. Every little detail like that will show your professionalism. So it's small detail things like that. Okay? Friendly feedback. Find somebody that will be dead honest with you. Send it to professors, send it to friends, send it to family members. If you've got anybody you know in a family that hires people, ask them if you can send them your resume and say, what improvements would you make? What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? Anything you would consider? Differentiate yourself. And here is where I've had people that hire people and I've had people at career services disagree with this. So you can make up your own mind. I always include hobbies and a quote on my resume. I want to show them that that I have a life. I want to show them in small fashion. It's nothing that I would highlight, but I always put hobbies on there. Consider yourself a Bentley. Let's say the average somebody would stay at their first job maybe 3 years, 4 years. You make $40,000, $50,000 if you're lucky. What is going to make somebody want to spend $150,000 on you? Punctuality. I cannot stress this enough. If you show up late to an interview, that is immediately you go to the back of the line. To be a punctual person, you have to be willing to be early. Presentation. How do you look? And it's not saying you have to be in expensive clothes, but you've got to show that you took some time. Do not go to an interview with stamps or X's on your hands. If they're thinking you're going to come in drunk to an interview, what are you going to do when you actually work there? Gatekeeper, if you're rude to one or you're rude to somebody else in there and they hear you and they pick up the phone after you leave and say, listen, this guy just cussed out a lady that cut in front of him right outside the office, I heard it. Or maybe he walked in here, she walked in here, very polite, said thank you, actually helped this old gentleman out the door, just a very respectful person. So just understand the impact they can have. They can hurt you or they can really help you out. Be observant. When I go to an office, I want to look at trophies, I want to look at pictures, I want to look at everything in the office and figure out, is there something around me that I can use to, ask questions on? Be prepared. Very important. Research companies and competitors. Research industry trends. Study the company mission statement. Just small detail things like that.